this really is a big you to H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah. Boy, howdy.
I mean,
I think he would just flip at the idea that there's black people in this show that read science fiction.
That's and man, people.
Because I tell you, of all the things in this, that was the thing I was happiest to see.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh wait, it's not you're not making it all about struggle and people who read and like other things.
That's the big thing about this. I mean, listen, it's such a fuck you to H.P. Lovecraft that, and it's not a spoiler. This is the first like 5 minutes of the movie, probably the first 2 minutes. Cthulhu, the biggest, baddest in the H.P. Lovecraft universe, comes in and gets his ass whooped by Jackie Robinson. I'm like, all right. I mean, split his ass in two with a baseball bat. I was like, all right, I'm down with it. And by the way, during an alien invasion, it sounds crazy, y'all. I know it does, and I won't say anymore. But trust me, it all makes sense when it comes together. But while this borrows a lot from H.P. Lovecraft's themes, as we've been saying over and over again, you are exactly correct with this. And I was telling you about while I was digging on this book so much, because listen, you know, all of us are geeks in this room. You know, all of us, we grew up on comic books and animation and dorky stuff, and you know that's what this is. That's what this is really about, man. While it borrows a lot from Lovecraft's themes, this is really about genre literature, horror, sci-fi, adventure serials,
Yeah,
and you know the things that shaped American pop culture to what it is today, but excluded certain groups,
right.
especially black people. But you know now we get to see them, and they get to see themselves thrust into the adventures like the ones that they've read about in books, but never had characters like them or characters that look like them or had their background to follow. You know, it's something that I thought the book and this is something where it's very relatable on that area right there.
Yeah,
because you know the show opens up with Tick. What's that actor's name? He's
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, man. It opens up with Atticus talking about how he's reading this book, John Carter of Mars, Edgar Rice Burroughs. You know, a hero that goes to Mars and helps leads them there since he couldn't save slavery on Earth. He was a Confederate soldier.
Yeah.
You know, and he's talking to this woman. She's like, "You're reading about a Confederate soldier who goes to Mars and saves people. He's the hero." And he's just like, "Well, fuck, that's all we got." You know? And we can relate to that, man, because I mean, shit, you knew we grew up with, Martin. You know, I mean, we when we didn't have a whole lot of things to like entertain us, less than we have now. We didn't have the internet. You know, all we had really was television and movies. We took whatever they gave us.
Sure.
Even two rednecks riding around in a goddamn racist car. The Dukes of Hazzard. They would even like. I mean,
I drew the line at that one.
shit. Not us, man. It was all kind of kids I grew up with who loved. See, you were older than I was.
Yeah.
You know, I went to school with black kids who had lunch kits of these two rednecks, and they were redneck as too.
Modern day Robin Hood.
Got that redneck. Yeah. Everybody had a thing for Daisy Duke. You know, Daisy Duke probably cried rape around five black dudes, got them killed. Shit, them Duke boys probably strung them up. Looking at that, it's like, wow, I see how you know, I just related to that on that level very much, because growing up, we consumed a lot of stuff that just we like. Well, maybe one day we'll be in there. But you know these these guys and the characters in this story, it's amazing how they bring in all those different genres and put those characters in there, because this is pitched as a horror series, but really again it goes through all those genres. Sci-fi, horror. It's very gory.
Yeah.
But then they get into like adventure stuff, man. You know, they got an episode here well, it looked like
the Indiana Jones episode.
it looked like black people broke onto the set of Pirates of the Caribbean at night. Just start fucking around. You didn't get to see that episode.
I've only seen 2.
Oh yeah, but there's the whole episode where it's a combination of Indiana Jones, National Treasure, The Mummy,
what's the one, the Da Vinci Code,
the Da Vinci Code, and Pirates of the Caribbean, man. All that in one episode. And again, it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it does. And it's really cool to see these characters be able to like act out these adventures, even though they're in grave danger the whole time.
Turn off your flashlights.
Huh? I said, turn them off, damn it.
Well, that's like going on an adventure with your daddy.
I mean, which he is. But it is.
Yeah. Boy, I said, come that goddamn flashlight.
Turn off that goddamn flashlight.
Shit, there's movies in here. See them goddamn spiders back there? Come that goddamn light. There's booby trap stuff in here, boy. Shit, well, I ain't going down there.
I do love how they're in these situations. They have to keep going, but they have very natural reactions to these things that you never get to see anybody ever have. I was always like, all right, well, let's go. You go first. And this is more like a, oh, shit.
Yeah, shit was like, shit, both of them, eh? Hey, ain't no, you could look. They ain't cowards, but they ain't stupid either. They ain't no some Indiana Jones. They just step in head first and like, oh well, we'll see what happens. They're like, nah, that. Shit. We lucky to get this far being black. Shit, Martin heard that noise. He's looking at it. No, I'm letting it play because it has like one of those natural reactions you were talking about.
This is a journey to the center of the earth type shit.
Indiana Jones would have been like, what do we have here? He's like, man, this is something journey to the center of the earth type shit here. Nah, man. This is I tell you what's cool about this is, even though, as I said, these characters are, especially in this particular part right here, this scene, even though they're in constant danger, when they're doing this adventurous stuff right here, there's almost like an underlying feeling of giddiness as they do it, because they're like, we might die, but we're living out these adventures that we only read about. And not only now are we getting to see ourselves, represented, but we are actually in it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool seeing that.
Oh, yeah.